Una puta solo.
Hello everyone, this is the birthday blog for October 23rd. Happy birthday if this is your birthday. If it is not, well, thank you for joining us. We highlight a little bit of history here. A new birthday each week in a new location. So who else was born on your birthday, October 23rd? These are births. More talented yet just as hateable version of Dane Cook, Ryan Reynolds, star of Van Wilder, The Proposal, Green Lantern, and an entire movie where he was buried in a box. A movie with a $2 million budget, a movie which I could have made for 10. Weird Al Yankovic, born on this day. The man takes a song and makes a well-produced parody of it by changing the title to something childish. Michael Jackson's bad, now Michael Jackson's fat. So, Weird Al, what do you think of the birthday blog?
I love you so much, I feel like my pancreas is gonna burst wide open.
You are too kind, Weird Al, thank you. By the way, if you haven't seen UHF, it's one of the funniest movies in existence. Speaking of good movies, Michael Crichton, author of Jurassic Park, Congo, Sphere, Rising Sun, The Andromeda Strain, and was the creator of ER. Johnny Carson hosted The Tonight Show for 40 years.
I'm looking at your boobs.
Making it the venerable comedy institution that Jay Leno later destroyed with his shitty, mediocre comedy. Hold on, did that joke not go over too well? All right, Kevin, play me off. Sanjay Gupta brought shame to his family by wasting his medical doctorate to report news. Sure, he's one of the most intelligent and watchable people on cable news, but it's still cable news. It's like being the genius in a vat of jackasses. And speaking of jackasses, Nancy Grace, a woman who made her career by exposing her grandma boobs on Dancing with the Stars, and her cable news career by raping the Duke lacrosse team for several months. Hey, if she can make shit up about them, then so can I. And to round up the list, Pele, the greatest soccer player of all time. And if you don't agree with that, you probably know a lot more about soccer than I would ever care to know. Maury Maverick, a Texas congressman. He coined the word gobbledygook after several failed curse words, including briggledy-bangle, horny grabbity-crotchin, and Tucker Carlson. And Adlai Stevenson, vice president under Grover Cleveland. His son would later be a candidate for president, and his grandson a senator from Illinois. And now, well, you made it another year without dying, but these people didn't. These are deaths. Me! Christian Dior, French fashion designer, creator of beautiful gowns, and he is the inspiration for a perfume that smells like my grandmother, Nancy Grace. Al Jolson, the star of the world's first talkie, the jazz singer. Once you get past the blackface, it's actually a pretty decent movie. You just have to remember that it wasn't considered racist at the time. Oh, racism. And finally, A2 Brute. Brutus, one of the assassins of Caesar, commits suicide after his army is defeated by Mark Antony and Octavian. Well, let's tally up the achievements for today. 2 journalisms, very nice, October 23rd. And now, here to tell you a little bit about the history of October 23rd is my brother with his segment, The Rule of Threes, Ty.
Thank you, Cass. Hello and happy birthday to all of you October 23-ians. A lot of astonishing things have happened on your birthday, but I'm here to tell you which of 3 events is the most female thing to happen on your birthday. This is a special women's rights edition of the Rule of Threes. Let's get started. Number 1, 1915, women's suffrage. In New York City, 33,000 women march on Fifth Avenue to advocate their right to vote. The whole time they were talking about women's suffrage, which is nice because I'm all for women's suffrage. Number 2, 1850. The first National Women's Rights Convention begins in Worcester, Massachusetts. Let's just hope that it didn't go longer than 7 weeks, allowing them to get on the same cycle and destroy humanity. Which would happen, it's fact, it is science. Number 3, 1905. Gertrude Elderly was born this day, later winning 3 medals in the Olympics and to become the first woman to swim the English Channel, which she did in this scandalous bathing suit. Oh, Gertrude, you whore. Well, now it's time for you to decide which of these 3 events is the most female thing to happen on your birthday. Is it Women's Suffrage March, the first Women's Rights Convention, or Gertrude swims a lot? For the answer, continue to the bonus material by clicking the link here. There you will also see other historical events that help shape the history of your birthday. If you haven't already, remember to subscribe. But for CassAnaya, my name is CassAnaya saying click the link. The show is not over.